Hello and welcome back to Make Money Guide. If we are to be utterly honest with each other, books are a bit personal. They represent the world through the eyes of the author, factual or otherwise. As such, certain books and authors may not get through to everyone. Heck, the very best books may be easy for someone that speaks the language of the author and a nightmare to someone who doesn't. That is why we have compiled a list of 10 varied books on business and life to help a beginner or someone who feels stuck in start grow a successful business venture. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 must-read books for business growth. Make sure that you stay to the end as you don't want to miss any of this information. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notices on so you don't miss any valuable content. The books on this list, however, aren't a dogmatic decree that you have to only read these. These books happen to contain nuggets of wisdom and gold within them. They have proven to help remove the murkiness and guesswork in starting projects and navigating changes that accompany the life of an entrepreneur. They simplify the complexities that businesses represent and inch one closer to understanding and implementing better ideas faster and unlearning hindrances sooner. We would suggest that if there's a title you have to get your hands on, select the starter book based on the most pressing need you have at the moment. Let's dive in. Number 1, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. There's a reason this book appears in a number of suggestion lists over the years, and the reason is simple. It is a classical text from which it has been argued that modern business books are derived from. Napoleon Hill, the author, was a protege of Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest people to have ever lived. This masterpiece of a book was the result of 20 years worth of study of over 500 millionaires who had amassed personal fortunes of what common traits they shared, perfectly structured. This is a great read for people contemplating business and general life ambitions and goals. Don't let the title fool you. It's not about making fast money or wishful money. Think and Grow Rich is about instilling a philosophy, a mindset through which sustainable and fulfilling success can be achieved both in business and personal life. It aims to teach people of all walks in life can be successful in any work area and become anything they can imagine. Don't be put off by the fact this is an old book if you haven't read it. What you are waiting for. 2. The Power of Habit. Why do we want to do in life and business? Charles DUHIGG. Do you procrastinate? Do you have habits you would like to inculcate in your life and others you might want to do away with? Well, look no further than DUHIGG's masterpiece, The Power of Habit. We hope that you know habits can either make or break you. Habits are what creates routines, and it's from routines that get things done. Think about a time you had told yourself you would do something new, something you had not done before. How successful were you doing it and repeating it? People have tried and failed to change their habits numerously, but they often failed and fail because they believe it's simple about willpower, stopping the habit with brute force, without understanding the nature of the habit and how to most effectively change it. You ought to be on your way to success by reading the book to create habits and stick and get us closer to achieving our goals in life and business. 3. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. What the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. Robert Kiyosaki. The title of Robert Kiyosaki was originally published in 1997, but it came with a wind of controversy by taking a jab at ideas most grew up believing to be ultimate truth. For starters, Kiyosaki in the book argued how a home is not an investment. As that was not enough, the man went ahead and simplified what assets and liabilities mean to people. These ideas were highly contentious and debatable back in the day. However, today many self-made millionaires and multimillionaires credit Robert Kiyosaki for the paradigm shifts of formal education could never achieve. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is crucial in understanding the concept of cash flows and why you need to maintain positive cash flows. The entire business community seems to agree that it's one of the best business books ever written. Go grab yourself a copy if you're yet to. 4. The 10X Rule. The Only Difference Between Success and Failure, Grant Cardone. If you're looking for a book that cuts through the chase and gets right to the point, Grant's 10X Rule is a must-read. He takes the old-fashioned American way of wealth creation, sales, and pours his heart and experience into the text. He tries to be as candid and helpful as possible, laying bare the differences between people who achieve their goals and those who don't. Grant argues in the text that people can dream exponentially, but grossly underestimate the amount of time, energy, skills, and resources required to achieve the same dreams. 5. Money Master the Game 7 Simple Steps to Financial Freedom, Tony Robbins. You do not have to take Robbins' word for it, but this book is an impressive read. From the numerous and reclusive millionaires and billionaires interviewed for this book, Robbins delves into understanding the financial journey, how varied it is for different people in terms of needs and our aspirations. He condenses financial gems for people who made it, infuses it with story, and provides strategies and surefire ways of getting ahead financially. Whether you like his personality or not, this title is a gem that should already be in your arsenal, especially if you are an American. 6. 0 to 1 Notes on Startups or How to Build the Future, Peter Thiel. Do you want to break new ground in business? Well, look no further than 0 to 1. In 0 to 1, PayPal and Palantir co-founder and venture capitalist Peter Thiel contends that creating new things is not only the best way to profit economically, but also the best path for human progress. However, he asserts that technology has stagnated today. He adds that much of what we do repeats or builds on what has been done before. It's easy to copy something than create something new. This moves the world from 1 to N, refining something that already exists. On the other hand, creating something entirely new moves us from 0 to 1. Unless companies create new things, they'll eventually fail, regardless of how profitable they are today. There's a limit to what we can gain by refining things, a point at which best practices won't get us any further. We need to break new ground. 7. How to win friends and influence people. This is a great read for people who feel that they're never taken seriously by others and don't know how to build real relationships with anybody. This is a classic masterpiece that tries to break down the fundamentals of how human beings work and what it takes to make them like you. In it, you will learn how to handle people, how to make them interested in you, how to bring them over to your way of thinking, how to change people without offending them, and how to be happier at home. This is one of those texts that don't run out of time and style. 8. The $100 Startup. Reinvent the way you make a living, do what you love, and create a new future. Chris Guillebeau. The $100 Startup by Chris Guillebeau focuses on two key areas: freedom and value. Freedom, Chris argues, is what everybody is working to achieve, and the way doing is providing the value. The concept of having your startup the ultimate form of freedom, according to Chris Guillebeau. He discusses different lessons on the road to beginning your own startup. As the book focuses on small micro businesses, it has plenty of tips and advice for every step of the journey. The $100 Startup looks at how one can establish a lucrative business without spending more than $100. There are so many businesses that have been quite successful without any serious need for money. Number 9. The E-Myth Revisited. Why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it. Michael Gerber. If you're struggling with your first business, then say it's an instant classic. Gerber gets you to walk through the steps in the business life form of entrepreneur infancy to adolescent growing pains to the mature entrepreneur perspective. All business guiding light that is successful and instructs the way to apply practice of franchising lessons to any business lesson, whether or not it's a franchise. Most importantly, Michael E. Gerber draws a visual difference between working on and in your business. 10. The 4-Hour Workweek. Escape 9 to 5, live anywhere and join the new rich. Tim Ferriss. If you have ever felt you don't want to end being the billionaire millionaire everyone else seems to be aspiring to, but still would like to experience a full life, this is your book. Tim Ferriss in this book advocates for not having to retire or wait until you're a millionaire to have life in abundance. He takes a departure from several other business books in the sheer boldness that this book covers ideas and concepts. If you want to create wealth and abundance while living on your own terms, whenever, wherever, run and grab yourself a copy. Which of the books in this list have you read? Could you be having any other recommendations? We would love to hear your selection. While you are here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there.